Howdy, y'all. Hey, Lori told me the other day that her friend Susie was having trouble with prairie dogs, and they've been digging holes down underneath her driveway, which is really just a long country gravel road, just kind of you can see where the tire tracks are and the gravel's laid down there. And I went out to check it out. Sure enough, there's one of them's tunneled under her road, and it's starting to cave in there. So anyway, I told her I'd be happy to, take a few shots at them, see if we could thin them out. It's a pretty small little population there. She's got kind of one by the road and another one back by her house. And anyway, she's kind of a conservationist, and kind of helps, animals that get hurt or whatever, helps them back, get them on their feet, kind of thing. And she had one stipulation, and that is she wanted me to use non-lead bullets. And I've heard of steel shot, for shooting at waterfowl or whatever, but I've never heard of non-lead bullets before. So I went on the internet, started looking, and sure enough, Hornaday makes some non-lead bullets for that 17 HMR, which is what I wanted to use. She's got kind of neighbors all the way around. She got 40 acres, but I think all of her neighbors got 40 acres, and they're all built around in that area. So I didn't want to, use a high caliber gun or anything, a 223 or whatever. So anyway, I ordered some of them bullets, and they ain't cheap. It was like $25 a box with shipping. So I got a couple of boxes and went and got me an out-of-state hunting license. So I took the gun out to the range, got it all sighted in for about 100 yards. That's what I figured, I'd be shooting at, something about like that. So anyway, I told her at first I could bury them prairie dogs and, wouldn't, no kind of varmints get them with, lead in them or whatever. And she said she would prefer that there's some kind of birds that like to eat these prairie dogs. I think they're prairie falcons or hawks of some kind or whatever. I've seen them out there. If I get any video of them, I'll show it to you. And if you know what they are, be sure and let me know. But anyway, if I get any shots at these prairie dogs, I'll be sure and share it with you. And if you got any comments or whatever, be sure and leave them down below.
Well, I think it's pretty much needless to say that I pretty much suck at shooting prairie dogs. I'm really going to have to up my game on this if I'm going to keep doing it. Going to have to sight that rifle in a little bit better. But it didn't take long, and those falcons or whatever they were started showing up. I think they heard the gunfire or whatever, and man, they started moving in to see if they were going to get some scraps. And I did have a few dogs for them, and when I went by there the next day, they was gone. That cat said, "Move over, Rover. You can't do no better at getting the dogs than that, and you need to leave and let me take over." That cat came in and started watching for them young ones. And while I was sitting there waiting on some dogs, there's some deer kind of came by. It was kind of nice. Early in the morning, it's fairly cool out there and pretty scenery.
Well, these Hornaday 17 HMR non-lead bullets are 15.5 grain. And you know, I sighted my rifle in. I thought it was pretty spot on at 100 yards. I don't know if I could hit a dime at 100 yards, but I could hit a quarter, you know, a couple of times out of 5, I think. But anyway, I just had the impression these things were kind of like shooting paper spitwads at high velocity at them prairie dogs. I mean, I've shot prairie dogs before with this, and it just, man, it knocks a quarter-size hole coming out the back of them. And these, you know, I did at my very first prairie dog. I hit it in the head close to 100 yards, and so I'm pretty sure the rifle was sighted in. But man, it just doesn't seem to just, you know, really blow through them and do what I wanted it to do. So anyway, I'll use these when I have to, but if I have the choice, I think I'd like to have maybe a hollow point that would just open up, pass through the animal, go into the ground, and then the animal still be pretty clean, free of lead. You know, if you get that one that's varmint, it just turns into pepper spray, and it, you know, it's probably spray through them or whatever, and maybe them prairie falcons would, you know, get poisoned or whatever. But anyway, not really a big fan of these non-lead bullets, but you do what you got to do. So anyway, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.